All right. That might be it for now. All right, let's go ahead and get started on our wall. So take yourself over to your wall. And as you know, if you don't have a wall, shut your door, make sure it's secured. And then get your back up against the wall with your feet about 8 to 10 inches away from the wall. And toes are going to be straight ahead. Make sure it's about hip width distance apart. And we're going to press the low back right into the wall. So these are our posture exercises, really focusing on the midline of the body, getting everything nice and firm and tall. And we're using the wall as our baseline, like a plumb line, for our feedback. So when you get your back on the wall and you've got your hips on the wall, you've got your shoulders on the wall, then you try to get your low back on the wall and you get rid of that arch in the back. It takes these muscles right here for your abdominal area to make that happen. So this is turning on the abdominal muscles, giving you a little stretch in your low back. And then we're going to make sure we get our shoulders back at the same time. Keep this firm here, shoulders back, and you aren't going to get your shoulders on the wall, but you're going to attempt to. And then make an attempt to get the back of your head up against the wall with your chin level to the floor. So you do all of this, and you're turning on all those nice posture muscles that keep everything nice and tall. And we're going to now take the elbows and place them on the wall with the arms bent 90 degrees. Take your palms and make sure they're facing in towards each other and spread your fingers apart. All right, now really spread those fingers apart and put some pressure on the wall with your elbows. So maybe go 30–40% of your strength pressing into the wall, and then remind yourself to press your low back into the wall. Do that extra little push through that low back, flattening that low back out to the wall, and then revisit your elbows. Think about pressing now maybe 40 or 50% of your strength. Oh yeah, hold it right here. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, let's release those arms. Let your back relax just a little bit, shake them out. And we'll do that again. This is one of the best posture exercises I know of. I have improved my own posture, and many other people have shared with me how they feel so much taller and that they have the strength and the body awareness to stand up and sit up taller. All right, let's do this again. Get your low back right up to that wall. Press it in, engage through the core right here. Get the shoulders on the wall, elbows pressing in, palms face each other. Let's spread the fingers wide and remind yourself to get that low back pressed into the wall. Now press 30–40% of your strength into the wall with those elbows. And remind your low back to stay on that wall. Now let's go at 40–50% with the elbows pressed. And let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax your arms, shake them out a little bit. All right, we're going to change it up just a little bit. Legs are going to stay the same, but now you're going to turn your palms forward. Set the backs of your hands on the wall at an angle. So they're not right alongside, they're out about, I would say 30 degrees. And then you're going to press the backs of your hands into the wall and get your low back on the wall again. So let's focus on that low back here for a second. Get that up against the wall, and now press the backs of the hands into the wall, and let's hold it there. Let's go about 30–40% of our strength, and press for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, and shake it out. All right, and now if you would like, it even feels good to do some little finger snaps or, I don't know, flicks. Just kind of do a couple of those. All right, now take your hands back down, palms face front. Backs of the hands are going to press into the wall at an angle away from the body, and get your low back on the wall. This is our last one of these, so press that low back. Really fire up your abdominal muscles, and then press the backs of your hands into the wall. And let's take it up to 40–50% of your strength right here. Really press it, press it, press it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's release and shake it out. All right. So today, let's add some angels to all of this. So you can keep your back on the wall, keep your hips and your shoulders on the wall, and you don't have to flatten out as much through here. You can allow there to be that natural little curve in your back. And take your hands back out to where we were. The backs of your hands are as close to the wall or on the wall. You don't have to press into the wall. You're just going to use the wall as your kind of your guide. So now you're going to take your arms out to the side, probably about parallel, level to the floor, and then start to bend your elbows and bring the hands up kind of by your, if you can get them up by your head, do it. Most of us can't, but you're going to come up, maybe get to like the goalpost arms, and then straighten your arms back out so you're at a T, and then bring your arms back down by your side. Good, let's go again, just a little bit faster. Bring it right up here to parallel to the floor, and then bring them up, bending the elbows. Get your little angel wings right here. Now, if you can bring your thumbs in close to your head, do it. And straighten those arms back out. Bring them back down by your side. Good job. All righty. Well, let's shake that out and hinge forward just a little bit. So now you're hinging forward, your rear end's still on the wall. And we're just going to do little arm circles. So it's basically like a little, I don't know, pendulum. Something's hanging from the string and it's got a weight on the end. Just letting your arms kind of just do little circles from there. It's not forced. Now go the other direction. Let them go the other way. Just find a rhythm there where they're just kind of swinging around without forcing it. Good. All right, now go ahead and stop the arms from moving. Place your hands right on the tops of your thighs. And then we're going to arch the back. So you're going to press the chest forward, pull your shoulders back, and look up. Taking a nice big deep breath. Now let's exhale that breath, press into the tops of your thighs, tuck your chin and round out. So now you're pushing your upper back towards the sky as you pull your chin under and open up through the elbows, widening out through your mid-back. All right, let's take it back through center and drop your belly, lift up, open that chest up, taking a nice big deep breath. And exhale, come back through center. And tuck the chin, open up between the shoulder blades, pressing those elbows up to the side. And back through center. Let's stop right here. Press into the tops of the thighs. And then we're going to push ourselves up to the wall and take it right into some core exercises here. So bring one hand up to the opposite shoulder and then the other. And get your low back pressed into the wall, just like we did earlier. Take the arch out of the back right here. And then we're going to do a couple curls. So bring your chin down to your chest and one vertebrae at a time. Roll yourself away like you're peeling yourself away from the wall till you get down to the bottom. Your low back is the only thing still on the wall right at your sacrum. And then you're going to squeeze in right here for 3, 2, 1. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourself back up the wall. And if you really focus on these, you will feel this in your abdominal muscles as though you're doing crunches on the floor. Let's do it again. Chin down, one vertebrae at a time, curl yourself down. Get down to the bottom, really crunch it in, squeezing the belly in so that you feel like your navel is sucking up to your spine. 3, 2, 1. All right, bring it back up. Rolling one vertebrae at a time. We got one more of these to do. Make it count. Really focus on one vertebrae to begin with, each at a time, peeling away. And then you get down to your bottom where you can feel your low back on the wall and take your rib cage, press it in towards your hip bones, pull the navel into the spine and hold it. 3, 2, 1. Let's take it back up last time, all the way up. Good, and arms come down, shake them out. Let's go ahead and press off the wall and come up nice and tall. And then you're gonna turn so that you're perpendicular to the wall. And I know my camera's at an angle, so it always looks like my arm is behind me, but my arm is like straight up to the side. And then you're gonna put your palm on the wall. That's a stretch all in itself, just getting the palm going backwards. You're gonna feel that stretch all the way through the wrist into potentially the forearm, right under the elbow, bicep, and then through this part of your shoulder, chest. So we want that stretch. And like I said, my arm's not behind me, it's straight out. And then it also looks like I'm leaning. It's just the way that camera's angled. So we're gonna turn now the torso slightly away from the wall, but don't do just the head. You're doing the whole torso, keeping the nose in alignment with your chest. Getting that nice stretch across the front of the arm, right into the shoulder and the chest muscles. All right, now turn back to center. Bring your arm down, shake it out. Let's do the other side. So turn yourself around, place your palm on the wall, stand perpendicular to the wall. Just initially feel that stretch, just in the wrist, the forearm, the bicep, and then you're gonna gently rotate your torso away, keeping your nose in alignment with your sternum, rotating away, and just deepening that stretch through the chest and shoulder, bicep, and hold it right there for 3, 2, 1. Rotate back to center, arm comes down, and come out to the center space in your room where you have enough room to move around. And we're going to pick up our dumbbells. So 1 dumbbell in each hand. And we're just going to do a couple things with the dumbbells today with some movement, but we're going to start out, bring your dumbbells up at a 90-degree angle, palms facing each other. So you're like this, but then you're going to turn your palms to the sky. All right, so palms are to the sky. We're going to fire up those rotator cuff muscles in the back of the shoulder that support the arm bone. And by doing that, we're going to open these out to the side, squeeze your shoulder blades down and back, reach the top of your head towards the sky, anchor down through your feet, and press through the center line of your body up to the sky, grounding through the earth, hands out to the side, squeezing the shoulder blades back. All right, now bring it back out front. Stop right about facing front. Let's pull it back to the sides one more time. Now I want you to focus on that squeeze. Elbows are pulling in, shoulders are coming down and back. Crown of the head's reaching for the sky. Your muscles in the back of your shoulders and arms might be turning on a little bit. Bring it back out front. Good, now turn your palms, face each other. Make sure you got that nice tall posture. And we're gonna raise out to the side. Keep your elbows bent 90 degrees and then bring it back down. Do that one more time, bring it up. Keep those elbows bent 90 degrees and bring it back down. Good. All right, we're gonna do what's called a Cuban press. So you bring it up here. If you have shoulder pain when you do this, don't do it. You can just hold it here and squeeze the elbows back. So what that looks like, you're starting here, right? You're gonna press the elbows back and then you're gonna rotate your palms up so you look like you're a goalpost. Hold it here. Now slowly roll back down so you're level. Good, let's take it back down to the side. We just got 2 more of those. Nice and slow and controlled. Bring it right up here, level to the floor, squeeze your elbows back, important. Now rotate those hands up. That's the part, if you feel pain right there, that's the part you don't do. Then you bring it back down. And if you're feeling pain there, it probably means you have a little bit of an impingement or something. Let's bring that all the way back down. One more time, let's bring it up. And make sure it's level, squeeze the elbows back, now open it. This is the last one. It's amazing how just having a light weight, these are effective with very little weight. Bring it back to level and back down to your side. All right, now take your hands down, palms face up. And we're gonna do a nice big shoulder roll, so shrug up, and then you're gonna put your shoulders down and back with your palms still facing forward. Let your shoulders sink back behind you, and then you're gonna add a bicep curl with those elbows kind of slightly down and back rather than in front of you. So that means your hands are kind of coming out to the side a little bit more than they are to the front. We're going to do 4 more of these with this ankle. 4. Nice and controlled. 3. And 2. All right, 1 more. Let's bring it up and take it down. All right, let's do our triceps. So I'll turn to the side so you can see me. You can turn the hand so that your hands are facing in. Pinky side of your hand is going to face backwards. And then you're going to pull your shoulders down and back. That's important. So you don't want your shoulders here. They need to be pressed back and down. and then you're gonna bend your elbows. So this is the chicken wing, and now press the pinky side of your hand to the sky, bring the thumbs in by the hip. Press the pinky back, thumb in by the hip. Now, if you find yourself with a shoulder that wants to do this, that's the number one thing, is to keep that shoulder down. If that means you're not pressing back with your hand, you're just keeping your arms extended without the weights, that's where you want to start, because you have to get that shoulder under control before you can strengthen the other muscles that surround it. All right, let's do 3 more. Press it back. 3, bring it in, press it back. 2, one more time, press it back. Good, and let's bring that in and down. Let's do that shoulder roll one more time. Big shoulder roll, so you're shrugging up. Then you're gonna rotate your palms so they're facing forward. Let those shoulders sink down alongside. Feel that nice deep stretch right there. Good, alrighty. So let's go ahead and add a bunch of this together with some movement. So we're gonna do our little rocking step, starting with your left foot. You're gonna step left foot forward, and then you're gonna step left foot back. And the other foot just kind of rocks up and down off the floor. So it could be that you're just tapping your toe. Or it could be that you are actually taking a step and taking a step. So we get that part down. That's your rocking step. Now we're gonna pull those elbows in alongside your rib cage, palms face forward. Let's add our bicep curl. So curl it and bring it down. Now control it the whole way. Control that dumbbell up and back. All right, let's go for 3 more. 3 and 2. Okay, let's take it and stop center. Now take your other foot, step it forward and back. Up and back and up and back. Good. 5. Keep those elbows pinned in. 4, 3, 2 more. Last one, stop center right here. And do your shoulder shrug and circle back and down, palms face forward, get that stretch. And then we're gonna take this into our triceps. So bring your hands out front, 90 degrees. And then I'm gonna turn this side so you can see, get the elbows back. All right. Now starting with your left foot, you're gonna step forward and back at kind of an angle. Let's add the press. So we're doing chicken wings. We got the press and bring it in. Press it, bring it in. Press it, bring it in. And really squeeze at the top. Make sure those shoulders aren't riding up here by the ears, but those shoulders are down and back. And 2 more. Last one, stop center, switch feet. We're gonna take the other foot. Up and in, good. Down, in. Press, shoulders down and back, elbows high. 6, 5, 4, getting that heart rate up. 3, 2, last one right here. Stop center, arms come down. Get your big shoulder roll. So start with the shrug. As you roll down and back, turn your palms forward and let them just settle down by your side. Good, all right, and bring those back forward, bring them up 90 degrees, palms face inward. And we're gonna take it out to our shoulder raise. We can tap out to the right side, so we're gonna tap, and then to the left. Tap. And our legs are getting warmer, so if you wanna turn this into a power push, you can bend the knee, push off. Bend the knee, push off, or you could just do the tap, which is here. You're just shifting your weight from one side to the other. But remember, we're also focusing on our shoulders, keeping those arms bent 90 degrees, not raising it any higher than shoulder height, and controlling it the whole way. Controlling up, controlling down. All right, we've got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And go ahead and bring your arms down. Last shoulder roll up and around. Get that big shrug. Settle your arms down. Turn your palms forward. This time look up. And taking a nice big deep breath. And exhale your breath. Let your arms just sink a little deeper. Let yourself just relax into this. Excellent. All right. Set your weights down. And we'll pick up our band. So band is going to go under both feet. Toes straight ahead. And hip width distance. So you want to just set your hands on your hips. Pull your shoulders back and down and your elbows back. You can do it like, or if you would like to add a little extra resistance, cross that band, press those fists right into your hips, shoulders down and back, elbows pressing back. We're going to work our outer hips. So important to keep the toes straight ahead, knees straight ahead. Don't let your toes or your knees veer out to the side or inside. They got to stay straight ahead, and we take itty bitty baby steps. So let's take steps, go into the right. Step, control it the whole way, both sides, control here, control here. Good. Step, step, step. Nice. Slow and controlled is always better. One more step. Let's take it back. Step, 2, 3, make sure you're keeping those shoulders down and back, elbows pressing back. Ooh, I'm feeling this. 3, 2, 1 more. All right, stop right here. Give your arms a little break if you want. You can undo your resistance band, readjust if you need to make any adjustments. Because we're going to do the monster ones next. And that would be walking forward and then coming back. So if you want that extra resistance, cross the band, shoulders down and back, elbows pressing back. And we're going to step it forward, baby monster steps. They're not big. So coming forward seems easy. It's when we're coming back that we're really working the glutes. So let's take 2 more. And now take it back. Press through the hip as you step back. Feel that in your glute. Step back. Step back. Good. I think I got room for 1 more step. And stop right there. Release that band. And come right off the band. We're going to come over to the chair. So from the seat of the chair, unless you have a reason why you can't get your head below your heart, you can use the seat of the chair. If you have a reason why you shouldn't get your head below your heart, you can use the backrest of the seat instead of the actual seat. So let's just face the side of the seat, taking a nice big deep breath, reach up, look up, and then exhale as you bring your arms down, hip hinge forward, and then set your hands on the seat or on the backrest. So from here, we're going to work on getting our core engaged. So drive your navel up into your spine and try to get as straight as you can from tailbone to the crown of the head. So we're going to press through from the tailbone to the crown of the head and then extend your right leg out behind you. Keep your foot flexed. See if you can engage through your glute on that leg, keeping the toes coming down towards the floor. Now let's take up the opposite arms. If you got your right leg up, lift your left hand. Extend those fingertips out and away as far as you can from your heel. And then remind yourself to draw your navel into your spine. Let's hold it right here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Let's switch legs, switch arms. So bring your left leg up. Get that foot nice and flexed. See if you can feel your glute engaged back here. And then bring your opposite arm out. Extend those fingertips out. Try to reach as far away, your fingertips as far away from your heel as possible. Remind yourself to draw your navel onto your spine. Let's hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that all down. Foot to the floor, hand to the floor. And now we're going to add our bird dog. So we're going to take the right leg, left arm, bring them out. Get that nice driving sensation from fingertip to heel. Navel pulling into the spine. And then we're going to drive the elbow and the knee into the center. Squeeze here. Extend it back out. Drive the elbow and the knee into the center. Squeeze. And extend that back out. Good. Drive it in. Squeeze. And extend. We got 3 more. Drive it in. And extend. 2 more. Drive it in. Extend 1 more time. Bring it in. Squeeze. And drive it out. And now set your hand and your foot down. Switch sides, leg comes up, arm opposite side. Get that sensation first of your navel drawing up and in, your fingertips extending from your heel. And now let's drive the elbow and the knee into the center, squeeze it and extend it. Let's squeeze it in and extend. Pull it in, squeeze it in, extend. We got 3 more of these. Drive it in, squeeze, extend. 2 more. Drive it in, extend. 1 more time. Bring it in and extend it out. Hand down, foot down. Now shift your weight back onto your heels. Go ahead and look up. Chest comes up. And make sure the weight's back in your heels. Your knees are bent softly. Hands to heart center. Make sure you pull your navel into your spine. And let's hold it here. If you want to add 8 pulses, you can, or you can just add a couple. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's bring it all the way up. Nice big deep breath. Reach up, look up. Exhale, arms come down. All right, so let's add a little something to this for our glutes. So we're gonna come back up with a nice big deep breath, reaching up, get lots of oxygen in. Now exhale, arm comes down, do your hip hinge, so your hands are gonna come down to the seat. And then we're gonna work our hips just a little bit by taking your right leg out behind you, extending the heel, so the heel feels like it's pressing back behind you. And then we're going to just lift up and then tap your toe to the earth. Lift up, tap your toe to the earth. Lift up, we got 1 more just like this. All right, now when you lift up, leave it up there, and leave it up, and then you're gonna bend your knee. So from here, you got your foot flat, and you're gonna press like the foot towards the sky, like you're trying to press the sky away with the bent knee. Right there, you're gonna feel that in your glutes and on the standing leg that's holding you up. Let's do it 3 more times. 3, 2, 1 more time. All right, let's bring that foot back to the earth. Do the other leg, extend it out. Start out with a straight leg, engage through your glute, and then we're just gonna bring the toe to the earth. Put that motion down first, bring it back to the earth, press it back up. 1 more time, bring it down. Now when you press it up, leave it there and bend your knee. That foot is flat, and we're gonna press the sky away. So press it up, press it up, press it, bring it down. 3 more, press. 2, 1 more time, press it, and bring it all the way down. Good job. Let's go ahead and press into the heels. Weight goes back, shifting the weight behind you. Look up, chest up, hands to heart center. And we're gonna hold it for 8. You can add the little pulses if you like. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way up. Nice. Taking a big deep breath, looking up, exhaling, arms come down. This time bring your arms behind your back. We're gonna clasp the hands together behind the back. If you cannot reach, set your hands on your hips. And then the goal is to press the shoulders down and back, elbows back. So if you have your hands clasped, you're just gonna try to get your shoulders to come down and back a little further. And we're gonna hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1, release and shake it out. All right, so we're gonna do a balance from the chair with 1 leg. So what we're gonna do is, it's like an airplane if you do any yoga. So we're gonna go into our bird dog and then extend a leg and an arm and see if we can balance ourselves. So let's take in a nice big deep breath, reach up, exhale, arms come down, hip hinge forward, both hands on the seat, extend out with the right leg, left arm. So we're starting here. And then you're gonna see what it would take if you have the balance to come up on your fingertips. Maybe with your hand that's on the chair, or if you have that and you want to try to bring your other arm up, bring your other arm alongside your ear and hold it here. Otherwise, just stay with the fingertips or the hand. Just see if you can balance yourself from here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands back to the chair, foot to the earth. Try the other side. Let's extend that leg out. Get nice and stable, driving that navel into the spine, extending through the crown of the head to the heel. Arm comes out. And let's try on this side. So come up on your fingertips and see if you can raise that hand up off the seat. If not, just keep up on the fingertips. You'll feel a lot going on in the ankle, the foot, the calf, the hip, the core. So let's see, let's hold it for wherever you are. 3, 2, 1. Hand down, other hand down, foot down. Nice job. All right, set your weight back in your heels. Chest up, eyes up. Let's go ahead and bring those hands into heart center. And last set of H pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come all the way up. Nice big deep breath. And exhale, arms come down. Whew, good job. All right, turn facing front. You can be behind your seat or you could be alongside your seat. Either way will work. So we're going to do a little bit of a curtsy with a lift. So we'll start with our curtsy. So you're going to take your leg, you're going to just bring it behind your back like you're going to curtsy. Let's say this is a curtsy, right? So we're going to start with that curtsy. You can have your hand on the chair or you could just come into a curtsy, just bending the knees, and then we'll come back up. Leg will come out, lift to the side. Foot stays straight ahead, not to the sky. All right, so let's bring that back again. Do your little curtsy, and then bring that leg up and out. Good. Keep going. Let's take it down. Curtsy and lift. Curtsy and lift. If you want to add a little something, you can even look down when you're in your curtsy. Look down at your foot that you're tapping to the earth. Come back up. Tap it. Lift it. Good. 5. Lift. 4. Lift. 3. Lift. 2. All right, we got one more. Take it down. Lift it. Set it to the earth. Good. Switch sides. So if you're behind your chair, you don't have to go anywhere. And let's do this side. So take that leg behind you. This will be your curtsy. It's a little tiny bend through the knees. And then leg comes out to the side. Foot stays flat, not pointing it up. Bring it back. Little curtsy. And lift. And if you want to add that little extra, look down at the toe you're tapping it behind you. And lift up. Good. Take it down. Lift it up. Take it down. Or you don't have to do a very deep curtsy if it bothers your knees. Just a little tiny curtsy here with the lift. 4 more. Woo, starting to feel it. And 2 more. All right, last one. Good. And foot to the earth. Let's take in that big deep breath and looking up this time, really get lots of oxygen in. Exhale, hands come back down through heart center. Great job. All right, let's take the shoes and socks off. We'll do some balance and a little bit of foot massage. So I don't know if any of you have ever had plantar fasciitis or heel pain or any of those kind of things. But this particular thing that we do is actually a preventative measure for plantar fasciitis or for even strains within your Achilles tendon, because there's fascia that runs up underneath your foot. And if they get tight and kind of locked into place, it can affect everything all the way up into your hip. And then from your hip, that can affect you all the way over to your shoulder. So having tightness on your foot can affect you all the way up the chain to your shoulders and your neck. All right, so let's stand up with that dumbbell right in front. My dumbbell today rolls. This is better to do with a dumbbell that will actually roll a little bit. So you're gonna set your foot with the meaty part of your foot right onto that handle of the dumbbell. And then we're gonna just put a little bit of pressure on it by bending the back knee, keeping the chest lifted, but pushing forward just a little bit of your weight onto that dumbbell where your foot is, and then allow your foot to just roll from the outer edge to the inner side. And you can hold on to the chair if you feel like you need the stability. So just going back and forth right there. You're gonna feel some potentially little tight tendons or some fascia under there that's gotten a little tight. And we're just gonna find one and hold it there. So if you have a little tender spot, find that spot and just hold it. You don't wanna be at a high threshold of pain, but maybe a 30 to 50% of your pain threshold, and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and come back up. And now we're gonna take that same dumbbell under the foot, bring it up towards the toes, and then you're gonna roll your arch over that dumbbell. And then bring it back in, right up to the toes, roll it right back out. Go slow through the arch, find those little places in your arch that like it. Some people don't love the feeling because it is a little bit painful, but once you find it and you get lighten up on it just a little bit, you can roll into it. Just give yourself a little mini massage wherever you might need it right there. All right, let's hold it. Little tiny massage. You can either go back and forth or you can hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's go all the way to the front side of the heel and then roll slowly back up towards the toes last time. Good job. Oh, that felt so good. Let's switch feet. So set just the meaty part, all of your foot right on the handle. Stand up tall to begin with. Place a little bit of pressure onto that dumbbell handle and then bend your back knee. Pressing the butt back behind you. Keep your chest lifted, eyes lifted. And then just start to roll from the outer edge of your foot over towards the inner side of your foot. Kind of like if you could play piano with the ball of your foot, that's what you're doing. All right, and to the other side. One more time. Whew. All right, now go ahead and come back up. And then we're going to take that dumbbell and let it come right about where the meaty part of your foot is and roll through back into your arch. The first couple times you do it, just go nice and slow and controlled, not a lot of pressure. Just find those places in your foot that might need a little extra attention and then make that movement. Maybe go a little deeper or a little less deep, depending on where you're at. So I found a spot on my foot and I'm going to hang out there for a minute. So if you feel that spot and it's beyond a 7 or an 8 pain threshold, either move it or lessen the amount of weight that you're putting on it. You want it somewhere around a 40 to 50%. And you can either hold it there, putting pressure on it, or you can just kind of give yourself a little massage there. We're going to do that for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go all the way back to the front edge of the heel. Right there, and then slowly roll it down all the way towards the toes. And let's do that again, all the way back to the back where the heel starts, and then roll through your arch last time right here. If you want to add a little extra pressure, you can. You can hold it, you can roll back and forth. Just find that place on that foot, see if you can give it some relief. And then back, last one. All right, and when we're done, just roll that little dumbbell away. And let's come behind the chair. So I will turn my chair. You don't have to turn yours. You can just keep yours where it is. I'll turn it like this. And we're going to do a little bit of a foot stretch. So we're going to stretch out the bottom of the foot now by coming right behind the chair, hands on the back of the chair. You want to start out nice and tall and then just push yourself up onto your toes. All right. And then we're just going to hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Now slowly bring yourself down. And now we're going to stretch out the calves by lifting the toes off the ground. And this is where you need your chair to hang on. This isn't for balance. Let's do it for 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Come up onto the toes. Get up as high as you can. Keeping everything nice and tall. It's not for balance, so keep hanging on. 3, 2, 1. One more time down. Last time we're going to stretch it back right here. Toes come up. You can lean the chest forward slightly, pulling those toes up towards your shin. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. And bring it back to the feet to the earth. Step your feet back far enough that your fingertips are barely reaching the chair and you're extending forward with a forward hinge, all right? So you're gonna come down to a flat back. So just have your fingertips on the back of the chair and then slowly push your weight back into your heels and behind you, hanging onto the chair so you don't fall or go anywhere. And then you're gonna bend through the knees just a little bit and let your head and your chest be heavy, coming down between your arms and just relaxing into this. Let's hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take your right hand, let your right hand go. See if you can bring your right hand down and touch your left toe. And hold it right there. If you can't reach your toe, just reach your knee or your calf or something in between. And if you can reach your toe, just hold it. If you can't, set your hand alongside your calf. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's rotate that arm back up, set it on the seat, and release your left arm. It's going to come down. See if you can reach the toe. If not, reach your calf and hold it right there. If this is bothering your shoulder, obviously you wouldn't do it. You could do this stretch with both arms down if it's bothering your shoulder, but it is a really good stretch for your arm and shoulder. 3, 2, 1, release that arm, rotate it back up. Make sure you have your weight shifted back into your heels. Bend your knees even more. Bend, 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 bend. Arms are reached out front. All right, we're supporting ourselves here with our core and our hip strength with some quads. So when you let go with the chair, bring your hands to heart center, drive your navel into your spine, and let's come all the way up. Nice big deep breath, reaching up, looking up, exhaling. Arms are going to come down to your side, and then bring your arms out to the side, nice and wide, palms facing forward. And we're going to press the backs of the hands down and back as we look up. Holding it right here. Just relax into this. Take a couple nice relaxing breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Good. All righty. So with a little bit of balance before we have a seat in our chair, stand alongside your chair, and we're just going to do a traditional tree. So starting out with your feet anchored to the earth, your feet can either be hip width distance apart, or you could bring them in close together, depending on how comfortable you are with your balance. If you want, you could hang onto the chair, but let's attempt to do this without the chair. So taking a nice big deep breath, reach up, look up, bring your hands right on down to heart center. Make sure you're pressing through the crown of the head, reaching for the sky, driving in towards the center line of the body and the quads. Your leg muscles are engaged, your glutes are engaged. Taking that outside leg, lifting the knee slightly so you're bending and then rotating that leg out, externally rotating. And you can set your heel on the calf, or you could bring your foot right up to that inside of the calf and hold here. If you'd like to add some branches, it's a good place to add those branches. And nice and big, and you can even look up. Or you could close your eyes. All right, and when you're ready, bring those hands right on back to heart center. Set your foot to the earth. Nice. Let's take in a big deep breath again. Reach up, look up. Exhale as you come down. Arms come down by your side. This time we're going to stretch them back again. So palms facing forward, but you're going to bring your shoulders down and squeeze them back. And then look up as we press the backs of the hands back behind you. Breathe into this and relax. 3, 2, 1. Good. Release. We'll switch sides. So the reason I have to switch sides is because when I rotate out, my knee hits the chair. You might not have that problem because you might be tall enough and your knee goes over the chair. All right. Once again, place your feet either directly under you or hip width distance apart. Nice big deep breath, reaching up, looking up. And then let's exhale that breath. Hands come to heart center. Find your center, root your feet through the earth, crown of the head drives to the sky as you draw into the center line of your body. Engaging active legs, quadriceps, glutes, core. Now bend your outside knee, rotate out. You can either set your heel to your calf, anchoring the toe to the earth, or you can bring that foot right up on the inside of that calf. And from here, you could grow the branches on this side. And looking up, if that's in your practice or you want to take it to that level, or closing your eyes. And when you're ready, hands can come right back into heart center and foot to the earth. Good job. Nice big deep breath. Reach up, look up. Let's get as much oxygen as we can. And exhale. Arms are going to come down to your side. Last nice chest opener here. Arms come back and down, pressing backs of the hands towards each other behind you or behind towards the wall. Look up. Relaxing breaths right here, pressing those shoulders down and back. And 3, 2, 1, release. All right, let's go ahead and come to the front edge of the seat. No, actually, change my mind. I really like the stretches we do for the legs when we face the chair. So face the side of your chair. It's hard to replicate some of these stretches on the seat. So we're going to do it from here, bringing up one foot to the seat. The other foot stays on the earth, but we're going to have the feet going straight ahead and then bend this knee and let it come forward just a little bit. Now, the stretch should be taking place here. Some people are going to feel it here or here. If you're not feeling much here and you want this is where we want to stretch, you may have to bend that knee and lift that heel because you're going to keep your shoulder over the hip. And then you're going to get nice and deep into this hip flexor. And let's hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come back. Set your heel to the earth if it's up. And then straighten out your leg. Drag those toes to the sky. Standing up nice and tall. And hinge forward. So right here is where we get that nice deep stretch in the hamstring. And down into your calf. It's hard to replicate this one from the chair. And especially the other one where we get the hip flexor. And let's just relax and press into this with the nice straight back. Second round, we'll do the curved back to get a little more relaxed. All right, now come back up. Let's bend the knee, bring it back forward. Once again, if you engage this glute, you're going to release this hip flexor just a little deeper. And you want to keep the shoulders over top of the hip. If you're still not feeling much of a stretch, bend that knee. That right there is going to bring that stretch in. Let's hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Press back. Straighten out that leg, toes to the sky. Nice tall spine. We square up with the chair and then hinge forward. Starting with the hinge, you can reach for your toes if you like. And let's hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let yourself round down and relax. This is where you're allowed to drop your head, round your shoulders. But you also want to look at your hip. If your hip is raised up, this hip of the leg that's up on the chair, try to settle your hip back down, more level to the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, from the lower back, one vertebrae at a time, slowly roll yourself up until you come up to the upper back. Neck and head will be last. Nice. All right, set that foot to the earth. We'll go to the other side. And facing your seat, toes straight ahead, foot up. Bend the knee, come forward. And you can engage this glute. If you would like to get a little deeper, it'll release this muscle. And then get your shoulders back up over your hips. If you need to bend that knee, lift that heel, get that deeper hips flexor stretch right here. And we'll hold it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel down, press back, straighten out the leg, flex the foot. Square your hips up with the chair, toes to the sky, and let's press forward. Keeping the chest up, eyes up. That's the hip hinge with a nice straight back. Should feel a nice stretch down the back of that leg. If you've got your toes going to the sky really well, you're probably going to feel it all the way to the calf. And let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it back up. And set the foot back down, bend the knee. Let's come forward last time. You can engage your glute here. That'll sink you just a little deeper. Shoulders are over the hip. Bend that knee. Get that extension right here. Holding. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's press back last time. Anchor that heel, straighten the leg, square those hips up to the seat. Nice tall spine, foot to the sky. Let's press it forward. And starting out with a nice straight spine, you can reach for your toes. And then we'll hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can roll down, letting your head come down, rounding up through your back, and just settling into this. Notice your hip. Did it raise up? If it did, see if you can settle your hip back down so it's level to the floor. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from your lower spine, 1 vertebrae at a time, slowly rolling yourself up with your neck and head being last all the way up. Good. Let's set your foot to the earth and come over to the front of your chair. And we're going to have a seat in the chair, but of course, Molly style, we got to do it slow and controlled. So chair's right behind you. Let's take in that big deep breath, reach up, look up, and then exhale. You can either leave your arms up, drawing those shoulders down away from the ears, or you can set your hands to heart center. And we're going to hip hinge forward. So the weight's now going to shift into the heels. The weight's going back behind you. It's going to hover over the seat, bending through the knees now, keeping the chest lifted. Eyes lifted, come and hover over your seat, and we're going to hold it for 8. We're not coming all the way up. We are going to sit on this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Have a seat all the way down into your chair. Great. All right, let's scoot to the front edge of the seat, and we're going to do a little bit of a spinal twist before we do our hips. So with your feet anchored to the ground, toes straight ahead, knees straight ahead, get your really tall spine. So you don't want to be here, you want to be up here. And in order to get there, if you need to give yourself a little reminder of what that feels like, put your hands on the seat of the chair and get that tall spine. And once you have that tall spine, engage those muscles so you can support that. So that when you release your hands, you don't just go. Okay, so get this, use your muscles to support that tall spine. And then let's raise both hands up, reach up. And now you're going to take and bring your right hand over to the left side and the left hand behind you. As you exhale, get a hold of the side of that thigh. Keep firm with that thigh so you can press into it. And then keeping that spine tall, rotate and try to rotate the torso, keeping the eyes and the nose in alignment with the torso so it's not a neck stretch. And hold it for 3, 2, 1, release, come back through center, arms come back up, reaching up. You can take in a nice big deep breath. And as you exhale, arms come down, rotate the other direction. So that hand will go to the outside of the left leg and press into the leg, press the leg against the hand. You can grab a hold of the back of your chair and then do a little spinal twist, keeping eyes and nose in alignment with your chest, with your sternum. And hold it for 3, 2, 1, and bring it back through center. Good. One more big deep breath. Looking up and exhaling as your hands come back down. Let's go through heart center. Nice. All right, let's take one foot, set it up on the opposite thigh. So you get your foot up here. Now we're going to add a little extra to this today. So if you get your leg up here and you notice you have to slump to get your leg there, then I want you to bring your knee up to your chest, straighten out your spine. Engage those muscles that you used earlier, right through here and through your low back and your upper back. And once you get that straight spine, then you can see if you can let your leg come down a little bit. But don't do it with a curved back. All right, so that's going to be a nice stretch across this hip here. Now, this thing we're going to add to this is you're going to turn your foot so that you can see the bottom of your foot And first you're gonna get all the dirt off. I'm just kidding. Might happen to have a little bit of dust on them from the floor. And then I'm going to see if you can reach over with both thumbs and put a little pressure on the bottom of your foot right in the center of the arch. So a little pressure, and then spread your thumbs apart. If you can't reach your thumb, just do your best, but you're just gonna pull apart. So let's go back to the center and pull apart. It's like a little foot massage. One more time, pull apart. All right, now you're gonna take your hand, see if you can put it on your toes, and all your toes are gonna be in the hand. Just kind of slightly give yourself a little toe pull, pulling back on those toes towards you just a little bit. And hold it for 3, 2, 1, let's release. All right, now we get to do a little bit deeper into the hip stretch. So get that tall spine if you let it go during all that. Engage through that spine. And then you're gonna hinge forward if it's comfortable for you. If just getting your leg in this position is all you got, then just keep your leg in that position with the tall spine. Otherwise, hinge it forward. It's gonna go a little bit deeper into the hip over here. And let's hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up. All right, set that foot down. Let's do everything on the other side. So bringing the knee in, set that foot to the opposite thigh. And remember, if you cannot keep a straight spine, keep your leg up here like this. All right, if you can get your leg up there and keep your straight spine and let your leg come down, then give yourself a little assistance if you need it. And then this is the part where you're going to turn your foot towards you and put your thumb in the center of your arch. The other thumb will reach over, and then pull your thumbs apart. Just see if you can give yourself that little mini foot massage. Do it again. Back to the center, pull it apart. All right, let's do it again. Pull it from the center and rub apart. Oh, I felt one right there. That felt good. All right, now take your toes, actually the other direction. You're gonna pull the toes back. So you're gonna grip a hold of the toes with your palm and then just gently pull. It's nothing like forceful. You're just kind of giving a little stretch to the back side of the toes right into the ball of the foot. Holding it there. 3, 2, 1, release. All right, now readjust your spine. Get that nice tall spine. We almost all lose it when we do anything. Focus goes off of the spine. Stay up nice and tall. You can add that little bit of pressure if you need it here. And then chest press forward. Keeping the eyes up, chest forward, and going a little deeper right there into that hip. And for some people, you'll even feel this in your inner thigh. Depends on where you might be tight. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's come all the way back up. Set the foot to the earth. And let's get one more nice tall posture out of this. Hands to the side of the chair. Sit up nice and tall, pushing the palms right into the seat, straightening out those elbows, drawing your shoulders down and back, and then engage through your abdominal muscles so you're going to be able to support this all on your own. Release your arms and watch yourself in your video or your camera if you can, or a mirror. Let's do it again. So if you see yourself kind of slouching afterwards, then you're going to know that you've got some work to do on your core muscles. So let's get that nice tall spine. Watch yourself if you can, or just be mindful and aware of your own body. Release your hands and see if you're able to support yourself. You're going to feel these muscles turn on. You're going to feel some muscles right up in your mid-back and between your shoulder blades. And we're going to hold this. And let's hold it for 3, 2, 1. Now let yourself slump out of it. Good. All right, that's it for today, you guys. Take care of yourselves this weekend, and I look forward to seeing you